Back here with another one. Probably going to try something different now. I was sort of going on the weekly videos there. Might try maybe doing 2 or 3 a week. See how that goes. Just a bit more going on now, I suppose, with different things. So, yeah, I'm sure we're getting near the 2,000 subscribers mark now as well. So maybe we have a push on there, see if we get to 2,000 there before the end of the year anyway. And sure, click the subscribe button there. Subscribing like just gets the video out there a bit more and just gets a few more views on it and that, so it's all good. So if you could subscribe there, it's all appreciated. Now just going to do a bit of a service here on, well, not really a service, just a grease up on the diet feeder here. Just grease up here on the front part of it. Just let down this pipe. That for holding the pipes here, we'll let him down out of the way. Just falls down. Open these covers here then. Yeah. Now, opened up here, see there, it's a simple mechanism enough, it's all chain driven. That's the main reason I went for a keying as well. Like anything that's there, you'd be fit to repair it yourself. Like, there's only chains, you know, I know there's fair lumps of bearings in it, but wouldn't be out of the realms of a farm fix. Like, just take off bearings, put back on bearings. Like, pretty much anyone now will be able to fit for that. Like, 2 bearings went in here last year there one evening, and we had them going again in the morning. The 2 bearings, well, 1 bearing on where the PTO input shaft goes in here, first bearing went. Had it whipped out, stuck in 2 new bearings there. We had it going for the next evening again. Like, compared to the tub feeder, my biggest fear with the tub feeder was the gearbox in them. That would have seemed to last. Good lasting in them too. I don't hear anyone giving out about the gearboxes, but once you have the machine for a good while, like, are you going to get in problems with gearboxes? Like, a bearing going into it is grand, but then if you damage gears, that's a different day's work. Like, but anyway, grease this here, not an awful amount of grease nipples on this. Get me old grease going here. Just really on the bearings. Just a few shots into it. I don't have it that is pumping out around the bearings or anything. Just give it a good pump into it. You don't really want to be over pumping them either. Like, a few shots, let it give a run. There's a tensioner there for a chain, and then where the guillotine door goes up and down there to let out the feed. A few shots. That's really about it on the front, and there's a few pipes then running into harder to reach ones here, so I'll give them a few pumps as well. First one was a bit under pressure there. Going to that tensioner, I think, is where that one is going, but it takes a few pumps there anyway, so he's not too bad. And then the power drive, we give that a few shots as well there now. On this there now, there's an oiler for the chain. It's It's worked off the guillotine door, or off some of the hydraulics anyway. That lad there, we give him a top up as well there, chain oil, and goes down to here, these little brushes, just to drop every so often, keeps the chain nice and wet there. See a bit on it there, like it's just enough to keep it lubricated, like little enough, and as the best part of it. Like you can see here where the old tensioners and that, like there's oil sitting on them where we're coming back off them. But yeah, as you see there, like it is pretty simple, not on any chains. So like that's what I was saying, easy enough there for anyone like to give it a repair. Like there'd be no need, if you're that way inclined anyway, and you have the few inches and a few yokes, like you should be fit to get them off. Now I know these bigger ones could be a problem if you want to take them off or what have you, but we're set up here, we have gas, cut them off. We can do pretty much any of the repairs on this machine there here ourselves. So yep, stay greasing this here anyway. We'll just get this fastened back up here and get that power shaft done. That's the doors closed, and we'll just get this lad up out of the way now. Yeah. That lad up out of the way there now. Just open back this power guard, or shaft guard I suppose you call it. Just using a couple of bits of welding rods here. Just run them in there. These ones are handy when the cover pulls back off them, or the end of the cover, and simply then shots into it, then you just barely see a movement in them. The thing about these, the grease nipple is in here as well. I suppose you have it off, do it all at the one time, but it's the most, well I won't say the most important part, but it keeps the guard on anyway, to keep it covered up, keep that greased anyway, and just look away. And then it's the same then on this side here, on the tractor end. Just get that one done now. Like that's the shaft there with the cover pulled back off it. That's the bearing for the actual cover itself. Then you just slide up, line up that little spur, or whatever you call it, and then just slide the shaft up, or the cover up on it, and just clicks into place there. Then simple, easier than pulling back. Trying to get the end pulled back off it, but look, whatever length will last. clip back on there now. And then like on the rest of the feeder, there's only your two bearings here. Backing. They're the opposite end of what the sprockets was on at the other side. Bearing here and that lad. And then you have a grease point here for the ram which lets up and down the guillotine door. This is where the auger is, which brings the feed forward and out, throws it out the door. Then there's a big guillotine door here that goes up and down. Further down you lay it, the quicker the feed falls out onto the auger and shoots out to the cattle. So pretty simple setup really. And then just the other two grease points then is here on the bottom of the ram. You let down the door, it's easier to do them. And there's a couple of grease nipples here on the unloading where the flap goes up and down. I put grease nipples there on the backs of these where the door pivots up and down on the hinge. As we're inclined to get stuck. So I just bored in grease nipples there into the back of it. It weren't on it originally, I don't know why. See them there, I just got them in there, a couple there in each one. Just shot of grease every now and again keeps them from stiffening up. It's inclined to stiffen up there with the silage. The dampness of the silage, and that seeps into that hinge there. It starts to lock it up. The little ram, like there wouldn't be much power in it. With this linkage mechanism here, it'd take the power out of it. So yeah, happy enough. And sure, inside then you have your knives down along there, and don't want to sharpen every now and again. I sharpened them towards the end of last year, so they shouldn't be too bad. The stuff was coming out chopped well enough, so yeah. Okay, that's pretty much it, greased up and oiled up anyway, ready for another couple of weeks, and we'll give it another dart. I used to have the cows held here in the locking barriers. Just going to stick in a few tags. I have a few tags here for them. So I have a couple of tags. We may order up a few more as well, but I stick in these here when I have them held here. 1356. Can work handy enough seemingly. I thought to be hopping back in the crush when they got held, but they don't seem to mind it that much. I suppose when there's feeding in front of it, that's a big help. And that's hard on anyway. And this one 1483. That's you. This one done now as well. Always people finding tags for falling out. Nice, this one here now as well. Get her now when we have her. Yeah, it seems to work fairly good there anyway. They're not pulling back too much. Works fairly well for that one anyway. And just let them off here then. Just turn up the handles and the barrier can go back then. This one here looking to get back, so fall back and they can get out there easy enough. So that's the first bit I done in it there. So I'd say they're a great job now with the calves. You know, calves, they wouldn't be able to get out You know, like that lad's able to get his bit there, but there wouldn't be as inclined to be hopping out through him, I'd say, when it closes back like that. It'd just baffle him off. They wouldn't be as inclined to be running up and down the passage or getting out anyway. So yeah, look, happy enough with him. Being able to do the few little bits then as well is a big help. A few more there, could clip their hair now as well. But yeah, I'm sure these lads here now, the calves, are after getting used to getting back out there in the creep area, so they're snug enough. You get out through the gate there, have that gate done up as well there with the 2 bars going up and down, and they can get out, and the cows are held here on the slats. But the more I've been talking to people, the more there's a lot of cows being held on slats, and the calves creeping back. I suppose with the straw, especially up the country, that there'll be an awful lot more of them being used that way anyway. Like with the price of straw, they're paying dear for straw every year, and especially this year, like, because this year and last year, like, straw got very expensive. But they seem to be holding cows out on slats and working fairly well with them. So yeah, seems to work so far anyway. So far so good. They're happy enough. You'd see them lying down there and chewing their cuds, so, which is always a good sign. So yeah, that's them. Just in with the bulls here now. Just giving a look at the water trucks there that they haven't dunged in it and that. We're giving them a clean out as well. So that's them lads there. These are the second pen to be the second lightest to be in under the 500 kilo mark. Some good lads on it there as well. Go on, lovely bowl. A good shapy lad, that lad now is a good animal there. Yeah, happy enough with the way these are going now. Drinker there now is clean. They were only empty there this morning, so I was just giving a check on them there now again. And these will be the older lads and heavier. Looks at that lad there. Couple of bullocks there as well, them two. They're 2 bullocks. That lad at the back there, he's a wild lad. That's them in there eating there now. So yeah, as I was saying there, like they gained fairly well there from when they were weighed last. So probably keep them on that diet that they're on. Not a big push on it. So seems to be working fairly well between the silage and the bit of meal. They're gaining well enough there now for a bit longer anyway. The lads behind me now probably will. These 2 pens probably will put on the push diet now on more meal there in the next weekend. Over the weekend, the middle of next week now, we'll be starting to slip them up a bit to bring them up to bring up the meal in their diet that be quicker rather than doing it in a slap. So bring it up over a week gradually. They're on 5 kilos. They'll probably push on up to 8.5 kilos. So over the week there, we'll bring them up there on the meal and get them a bit more used to it. And sure, the cows and heifers then across the way. Well, these lads here, these are the next lads down again. They're what, be 440, 450 be the heaviest of them lads there. So, as you can see there, they're content enough here for suckler bread. To come up to you to be quiet enough. So they're happy enough the way they're going. They'll be lying down and chewing their cud, and they're on the peat there as well. Like, funny sort of stuff. It's on the peat there, like, you think it was sloppy, but as you can see there, the cattle is dry out there. There's not a mark on them. It's holding well, so yeah, we should. And the cows here, and there's 3 heifers in with them as well. They are on that as well. Like, the cows now starting to put a bit of a colour on themselves. They are even after being on it there for a couple of weeks. Like, cows, they'll come on fairly quick. You like that one there now. She's shining up fairly well there on the feeding. I'd say if they had another 3 weeks or a month's feeding now, they shouldn't be too bad, I'd say. So on cattle, like, just cattle are a good trade there at the minute. In the mart, just are a flying trade. Factory trade is fairly good there as well. There's good quotes there at the minute. I was just on to the factory man there earlier on today now, just organising for the year coming ahead. So seems confident enough in what way the year for the cattle trade for the year coming. So yeah, it's all looking positive anyway. Whatever this other deal, Marrakesh or whatever the hell they call it, whatever that'll do, but it's hard to know. Whatever chance they'll get, they'll try pull down the price, alright, but cattle is not there anyway. Anyone you talk to now, between cattle gone out of the country and lads, no, the sucklers are gone scarce, so suckler bred cattle are gone scarce, or the dairy bred are there, but a lot of them gone out of the country too, so cattle are just not there at the minute anyway. So look at, that's all looking good for the start of the year anyway. So hopefully they'll hold out anyway. We all need a good old turn there for. So we'll finish off here on this one. A few different bits and pieces there on that video. So look at, thanks for watching, and sure, look at, give us a like and a subscribe, and there, as we were saying, maybe a push for 2,000 there for the end of the year subscribers. So every little bit, but sure, if you haven't subscribed and you're watching, sure, give us a subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. As just subscribing means that you get a notification on when I'd have a video out or what have you. So look at, if you can. So thanks very much, and see you in the next one. Cheerio.